Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I am happy to speak to you from the city of Birmingham to make some important announcements. These are announcements concerning Britain, Pakistan and Malaysia, of programs of lectures and seminars. So do please take a careful note of it. On July the 29th, which is a Yawm al-Ahad, first day of the week, Sunday. On July the 29th, we have organized a seminar, an all-day seminar on riba. It's a subject which I have not been teaching for many years now because of my preoccupation with eschatology. But we return now to seminars on riba. There'll be 2 sessions in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. We break for lunch and for Salatul Zuhr. There is no registration fee for the seminar, but you must register because we have limited accommodation. And when we are filled up, then that's it, no more. We'll take no more. You can send me an email at inhosien@hotmail.com, inhosien@hotmail.com. Everybody knows that email address. You can send me an email at this time if you would like to attend the seminar, which is going to take place in London. Yeah, I won't disclose the location in London publicly, but when you register, you send me an email to register, then we'll inform you of the location. We probably start at 9 in the morning and continue until after Salatul Asr on July the 29th. Remember that, the seminar on riba. I have conducted seminars on riba I remember in Seattle, on the west coast of the United States. There was one in Sydney in Australia. There was one in Colombo in Sri Lanka. There was one in Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, and I can't remember where else we had the seminar on riba. There was one in Trinidad, and so now for the first time in London. So do please take a note of that. But there will be a second seminar on riba, the prohibition of riba in the Quran and Sunnah, the same one that we have on July 29th in London. We're going to repeat it on August 25th in Manchester. And again, we will not disclose the location. You can register, send me an email if you want to attend the seminar. There is no registration fee, but we're probably going to have to cater for food, and you pay for whatever food you want to eat. I hope I can have my book, which has been not available for many years now, The Prohibition of Riba in the Quran and Sunnah. I'm going to sit down to have to revise that book now, because it was written about 25 years ago. And so much has happened since then. I've learned so much more. So I'm going to have to spend some time with that book now to revise it and then to have it reprinted in time for these 2 seminars. The first one on July 29th in London, inshallah, if Allah makes it possible, and the second one in Manchester on August the 25th. Again, the prohibition of riba in the Quran and Sunnah, all-day seminars from 9 in the morning until late afternoon, and you must register because accommodation is limited on both in Manchester and in London. If you want to attend, make sure you send your email to me to register. The second one is that, alhamdulillah, after many years, I'm trying to return to Pakistan. Pakistan is the most important part of the world of Islam today, and for many years to come, because the Prophet ﷺ prophesied the destruction of the Arabs. And this was there in the vision that Nabi Ibrahim alayhi salam experienced, where he saw himself sacrificing his son. That sacrifice of Ismail alayhi salam is now taking place, the destruction of the Arabs. Part of that destruction is what is being done to Yemen today, prophesied by Nabi Muhammad alayhi salam. Yemen is being destroyed. And you know who is doing it and who is supporting it. Yes, our enemies are doing it. And so the liberation of the world of Islam will not come from the Arab world. No, it will come from outside. And Imam al-Mahdi will be the force, the dynamic force, will bring back the Khilafah state when he can. But before that, it is from outside of the Arab world that you have to see the movement for liberation of the world of Islam from the clutches of our enemies. And in that struggle, when the Prophet ﷺ spoke of Khorasan, the north of Pakistan is of course the most important part of that part of Khorasan. But the whole of Pakistan is involved in this, and therefore I have to pay more attention to Pakistan than I have done in the past. I have not visited Pakistan for the last 5 years. I'm just too busy with my writing work and traveling. So I plan to visit Pakistan, inshallah, in the month of August, but only Karachi. And I will be delivering 2 lectures. One will be an introduction to Dajjal, which is going to surprise you in Pakistan, because I don't know if anybody is teaching the subject. And the other will be an introduction to Gog and Magog, again in the Quran. And the 2 lectures will take place again on Sunday, Yawm al-Ahad, the 5th of August, and then the 19th of August. And they will both take place in Karachi at the Alimi Institute of Islamic Studies, where I was once a student. It will be very nice for me to go back home. And my teacher's grave is buried right there in front of the masjid, Maulana Dr. Muhammad Fadlur Rahman Ansari. Every time you benefit from any work I've done, do please raise your hands and make dua for my teacher, Maulana Dr. Muhammad Fadlur Rahman Ansari, Rahimahullah. So take note of those 2 dates. If there is any change in those 2 dates, we will inform you with announcement on my website. So do please keep checking my website for any changes in dates, because we live in dangerous times, yes, and I'm accustomed now. The roadblocks are placed in the way, and then we have to make changes. So do please keep checking my website. On the 5th of August, and again on the 19th of August in Karachi, at the Alimi Institute of Islamic Studies, which is located in a compound known as the Islamic Center in North Nazimabad, where I studied as a student. It's just across from the passport office in North Nazimabad. So I look forward to seeing you there in the masjid on the 5th of August, and again on the 19th of August. But there is something more for Pakistan, and that is that the people of Pakistan have been impoverished to such an extent by riba. Yes, riba, the banking system and the monetary system and the unfair market, which is now a den of thieves, that Pakistan is being reduced to destitution, while the elite are living comfortably. Yes, the masses are living in extreme poverty and destitution. And so it's difficult for them to pay the airmail costs to order my books from Malaysia. And even the cost of books from Malaysia is too high for them. And so now what we're planning to do is to publish all my books in English and in Urdu in Pakistan. Make dua, raise your hands and make dua that the enemies will not be able to stop us. And I don't want that any book of mine should be put on sale in Pakistan at a price higher than 500 rupees. 500 rupees is about 3¼ pounds in Britain. And therefore we have to print the books in Pakistan to be able to sell the books in Pakistan at that price. and to be able to give the bookshops the 40% bookseller discount that they get. So there'll be hardly anything left when we do that. So I will soon be making an effort to try to find a printery which can print the books in Pakistan and negotiate them with them for the best price, and then try to raise the funds. I hope we can do it all here in Britain, from the Pakistani community in Britain, to pay the cost of printing 1,000 copies of each book. And then the books will be put on sale all over Pakistan, but particularly on the 5th of August and on the 19th of August. And the big books, you won't pay for more than 500 rupees, and the small books, you pay maybe 100, 200 rupees, like that. So make dua that we may be able to raise the money to have all the books published in Pakistan, inshallah, in English and in Urdu. And that Allah might open the way for me to be able to travel to Pakistan and to deliver these two lectures at the Islamic Center, the Masjid of the Islamic Center in North Nazimabad, opposite the passport office, where the Alimi Institute of Islamic Studies is located, where I spent many years as a student. So it'll be very nostalgic for me to return there. And I hope to see you on August 5th and on August 19th. If there is any change in the dates, be warned, it's possible the dates can be changed because there are many roadblocks. There will be an announcement on my website. I don't know as yet what time we will be meeting, maybe about 10 in the morning. It's a Sunday, Yawm al-Ahad, and we go until Salatul Zuhr, inshallah. August is a very hot month in Pakistan, so you may be a little bit uncomfortable in the masjid with all the fans going on. But never mind, that's the only time I can come to Pakistan on this occasion. Now for the other cities of Pakistan who are going to be very disappointed with this announcement, my promise to you is that if Allah so wills, I'll make another trip to Pakistan at a later time for a longer visit to Pakistan, inshallah, and then to be able to travel to other cities as well. Don't expect me to lecture in Urdu. My Urdu is not good enough to lecture, so we'll have to have someone to translate my lectures in Urdu. I can understand, मैं थोड़ा से बोल सकता हूँ उर्दू में, समझ सकता हूँ, लेकिन तकरीर नहीं कर सकता हूँ, काफ़ी मुश्किल है मेरे लिए. Now then, this is Pakistan, August 5th and August 19th. Two lectures on Dajjal and on Gog and Magog. And finally, there is going to be, I'll go to Malaysia. I left Malaysia a year and a half ago, after living there for some 5 years. I left Malaysia to go back to Trinidad in order to write my books on Dajjal, because I just do not have enough time in Malaysia. Too busy, too many visitors in Malaysia, too many lectures, too many appointments and so on. And time was passing, and I couldn't get the time to write my book on Dajjal. So I decided to leave Malaysia and go back to Trinidad. And alhamdulillah, I was able to write one book on Dajjal already. It's already published, entitled Dajjal, the Quran, and Awwal al-Zaman. And the good news for you is that the book is being translated to Malay, Bahasa Melayu, and it's almost completed. So we'll have that book published, inshallah, in Bahasa Melayu, the Malay language, in time for my lecture, which will be on August the 8th, which is Saturday. And it will be after Salatul Maghrib, and it will take place at the Masjid, the Subang Masjid, I think it's Subang Parade. But we'll have an announcement on my website, the exact location of the Masjid in Subang Jaya and the time of the lecture. And we will have the launching of my book, the methodology for the study of Quran. on that occasion. I think I made a mistake. I think it is the Malay version of methodology which is being translated to Malay, perhaps. Anyhow, the book is translated to Malay. We're going to launch the book in Malaysia at the Subang Masjid on August the 8th, which is Yawm Sabt, Saturday. And that's the only lecture I'll have in Malaysia, only one. And I will leave Malaysia to go back to Pakistan, and I won't be able to return to Malaysia until I complete my second book on Dajjal that I'm working on now. It's entitled From Jesus the True Messiah to Dajjal the False Messiah, a journey in Islamic eschatology. I probably have completed about half of that book already. And do please make dua that Allah in His kindness might allow me to complete the book. And when that book is completed, then of course I have 3 other books on Dajjal to write. I'm 76 years of age. May Allah give me life long enough to complete them. Dajjal and money, Dajjal and the feminist revolution, and Dajjal, the Quran, and Akhirul Zaman. But at this time, we're finishing this second book on Dajjal. So I look forward to seeing you in Subang Masjid, Subang Parade, I think it's called, in Subang Jaya on August the 8th, which is a Saturday, Yawm Sabt. I think it's at Maghrib time, but wait for the announcement on my website. And I look forward to seeing you in Pakistan after so many years, and to eat some Afghan naan and chicken tikka. And enjoy being in Pakistan once again. I lived in Pakistan for some 12 years, and eat some of the nice Pakistani mangoes, and to meet with you at the masjid of the Islamic Center in North Nazimabad, opposite the passport office of North Nazimabad, on August the 5th and on August the 19th, both Yawm al-Ahad Sunday, for the 2 lectures, which will probably start at 10 o'clock in the morning, and we continue until Salatul Zuhr. But do please wait for the announcement on my website for more information. And then I look forward to seeing you in London on July the 29th for the seminar, all-day seminar on riba. And again in Manchester on August the 25th, again for an all-day seminar on riba. For these 2 seminars, you're going to have to register. Send me an email. You do not have to pay anything to register, but because there's limited space, we have to know how many people are coming. And when the space is filled up, we then have to close registration. This then is my announcements to you concerning my travels and my lectures. Thank you. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.